Okay, so let's get back into it. Let's do some more Denmark. So we're back in Europa Universalis 4. So I've changed the volume on the music down a little bit. It's really wonderful music. If you guys ever buy this game for yourselves, you can blast that thing to its full extent. It's wonderful music. I can listen to it for hours and not even realize. Another thing I've done since last time is I got this expansion, this Res Publica. I don't think it really changes Denmark very much, but it changes countries like Poland and let's look at actual countries here. And oh, the Netherlands don't even exist yet, right? Of course. But yeah, Poland and the Netherlands definitely change, and I think some other countries might change a little bit. But hopefully that doesn't change our save game. We can load back into this. So let's do it. Denmark! Woo! Yeah, it's loaded. Alright, so here we are. Look at us. We've conquered this part of the Baltic, and I think our coalition's going to get pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to it, because we've taken so much of the Teutonic Order now. Yeah, hopefully I can keep Lithuania happy. I'm not sure, though. So let's take a look at this. Here's yeah, so minus 97 aggressive expansion from Teutonic Order. They're definitely going to want to join a coalition. 83 with Lithuania. Oof. That's not good. Yeah, so Poland gets a very small amount of aggressive expansion against us because they're our ally. So, and they've mainly been in all the wars that we've been in, so they don't really care about the fact that I'm conquering stuff. Same thing with people like Sweden and Norway. They don't care because they're, with us in all these wars. But people like Lithuania, who isn't necessarily with us in all these wars, well, they kind of get ticked off sometimes when we go around conquering all their lands, all the lands around them. They get a little bit worried and think maybe they might come after us someday, which is almost definitely true. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, let's pull our troops back out of Teutonic Order. I guess I just must have pieced out at the very end of the last episode. So here's our boats. Let's go pick up these dudes in Shaland. Yeah, so, oh, right. Yeah, so we're out of admin power right now. Teutonic Order, oh, Poland pieced out. And we have conquest on Poland, because they took land that I wanted. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, so Poland took Ermland. That's annoying. I still want Danzig and Marienburg, but now with Ermland as part of Poland, my ally might not be my ally forever. So the weird thing about Poland is there's this weird stretchy thing that ranges from the Baltic to the Black Sea. I mean, real life Poland's, like here-ish somewhere. They didn't really, well, yeah, I think somewhere along the way, a mixture of Russia and a bunch of Balkan people and stuff kind of stopped them from going all the way down there. I don't really know the full details. But anyway, yeah, so they took Culm and Ermland. Makes sense, those are the two places they had sieged, and they got out of the war because they didn't want to be in a war without me. How sad, how cute, how touching. And Teutonic Order is no longer valid rivals because they're now two states. So yeah, I guess you can't rival someone who's tiny. So who can we rival? Novgorod, Muscovy, Lithuania, England, Burgundy, Austria. Well, I'm not going to rival Austria because he's too strong. Look at his army. It's 77% stronger than my own. It's crazy. Burgundy, I could rival Burgundy. He's pretty weak, but I don't have any way to claim lands from his or anything, so I'm just going to leave him alone. England, I'm too far from England. I'd like to get beat up Scotland, but I need to annex these guys first. There's Norwegians. There's Muscovy. I think I might use Muscovy as an ally to help beat up Novgorod, and then I'll use Novgorod as a vassal and help beat up Muscovy. I think that's what's going to happen. So we're going to throw Novgorod in there. Because I think he'll be a fun guy to have as part of our new country. And I can now get a colonist, which is pretty sweet. But I have nothing to colonize, so there's no real point in clicking that right away. My missions are all kind of bad. Oof, my manpower's down again. Really far down. I'm reinforcing 500 men. Well, that's not that many. Yeah, if I had to reinforce, thousands and thousands of men, then one thing I would probably do is just consolidate all my armies, so that my manpower can start rising up again, so I don't have this peasants' war issue happening. As it stands, I might end up in a peasants' war again. Well, I didn't have a peasants' war yet, but I really don't like being in this danger territory all the time. It's really not good. Oh, so I got a free diplomat. What should I do with him? Sweden, you want to be my friend? Or maybe I should, having relations 4. So, I could get this guy, Lauenburg. Saxe-Lauenburg is a pretty terrible little country, but I think I'm going to try to vassalize this guy. So let's proclaim guarantees and make them all happy. Guarantee gives you +10 relations and You can improve relations up to plus 100, but we got a lot of other shenanigans going on here. They're definitely going to like me enough to become a vassal someday. So relations actions, there we go. Yeah. What else is going on? Oh yeah, so I need to wait for my admin power to grow back up so I can core Memel. And it has already done that, so sweet, let's do it. One other thing that's new about this expansion, this Res Publica, that wasn't in the other ones, beyond the new government types, which I don't know where it is, but maybe it'll show up. Maybe we'll see it in a later game. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm pretty sure everything else is the same in almost every way. Everything else here looks pretty normal. Form Scandinavian nation, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I mean, the idea groups are all the same. Yeah, these things were given for free for people who just own the game. You didn't have to be owning the expansion when that happened. Yeah, so that looks the same, that looks the same, that looks the same, that looks the same. So the only difference here is that we can have a national focus. So what it does is it gives us +2 points for whatever we click on, but -1 point from the other two. So it's like you're stealing from your diplo power and your military power and you're converting it into admin power. Which is something we may very well end up doing. Admin power is just so valuable. But as it stands, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if we're quite there yet. We're behind in Diplo and in military points right now. And that's sort of what these modifiers mean. This is saying that... oh, I'm ahead of time, apparently, in this technology. That's kind of weird. Alright, so Oldenburg and East Frisia did some things. Actually, that's interesting to me. I should have read that. Oops. So what happened to... Yeah, East Frisia still exists. Allied with Brunswick and Galway. I think we should eat this guy. Where's Brunswick? There's Galway. Who's Brunswick? Brunswick, Brunswick, Brunswick. Brunswick, Brunswick. Where are you? Brunswick. Brunswick, there you are. So he's got Hanover and Braunschweig. Braunschweig. Braunschweig! Alright, yeah. I think East Frisia is going to get eaten by us. Let's claim his lands. Should I do that? How much? No, I'm gonna be... Yeah, so I might end up with a few... Yeah, none of these people matter though. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna claim his lands, and then we're gonna go attack him for it. Because I do want Ostfriesland, which I'm sure is like German or Dutch or something for Ostfriesland, which was East Frisia, which totally makes sense. Okay, so covert actions, fabricated claim on Ostfriesland. Let's do it. And then let's just sit around and let our people come back to our army, because that's a big important thing. Maybe I can get a dude to... Nope. Sometimes you can get military advisors that give you, you know, increased manpower. And increased manpower also means increased manpower replacement, because the amount that your replacement happens is, you know, a percentage of how much manpower total you have. Speaking of manpower total I have, I can build some armories. And I'm totally going to do that, so let's do that right away. That's a military building. I want to build armories. So let's just pause it here because there's stuff going on. And let's just build armories in all the places. Yeah, because we definitely would need some of these dudes. And boom. Alright, so all of Denmark minus, well, do we want one here? Sure, why not? Yeah, minus this stuff. I'll leave that stuff alone for now because it's all wrong culture and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, now we're building armories everywhere. Armories increases our total manpower, and because manpower increases as a percentage of total manpower, then that'll increase our manpower recovery, which is totally what we need right now. Our country needs more men in their army. Need the man! Need more man! So I can invest in a cardinal. Let's do that guy. I can't afford that guy. France next Orleans, or Orleans, I should say. Yeah, so this is common. France is just going to eat up all his vassals. If he's already eaten up somebody, I think. I think he had more people. Byzantium will cede Achaia and Constantinople. Well, alright. So goodbye, Eastern Roman Empire. All he's got left is Morea, and that's not going to last. Morea and Athens, I should say. But that's not going to last very long. And the Ottomans will probably turn their attention to people like Kandar and Dulkadir. Dulkadir. What's going on here? So rumors talk about several priests who have been preaching a heresy which is clearly against our one true faith. Oh, how dare they! Catholicism is the best thing ever, apparently. The local populace seems to follow their words, but this may be troublesome in the future. I can ignore it, and I get heresy in Kurland, which is increased revolt risk, which is kind of bad, and I lose prestige, or I lose diplo power. I really want that double power, and I don't really care. A revolt risk and money, those are kind of, yeah, unnecessary things. Oh, I'm getting suffering attrition in my own lands. These force limits are tiny. Wow. Yeah, okay, so Clev's got an X by Munster or something? Yeah, I don't know which one was which. Were you Clev? Yeah, you were Clev. And he got eaten by Munster. Munster's fought 4 territories now. He's getting pretty big. Good job, Munster. Yeah, I guess he took that from Cologne. Yeah, normally Westfriesland belongs to Cologne. The Livonian Order will cede Wenden and Dorpat to Lithuania. That's interesting. Yep, so those 2 guys are now... Thankfully those 2 guys I don't care about. I do want these 2 guys, and Livland... actually, I don't really care that much about Livland, but I do want Revel and Narva, for sure. Okay, and did I just get embargoed, or sorry, coalition by Livonian Order? Okay. Hopefully we can keep these Lithuanians from hating us. That would be nice. I don't want to have to fight Lithuania ever, or at least not now, not at this point in the game. We're definitely not big enough. I think we have to focus our attentions on Russia right now, or maybe on this part of the world, or maybe on this part of the world. Yeah, because right now there's too much, yeah, everyone around here hates us a little bit too much. I don't want to get Lithuania in this coalition, but it's probably going to happen. And yeah, these 2 guys, I mean, I could probably take them both on at the same time, but still, it's not good. And the Hansa is in the coalition, which means if I want to eat the Hansa, I have to fight all these other dudes, which is a bit annoying. I don't really want to have to go through that. So yeah, we'll just wait. We gotta wait for our manpower to come back anyway. It's about 10% of what it should be, and it needs to be at 25% in order to be free from this Peasants' War shenanigan. Yeah, I really need to wait and let things kind of regrow, replenish. What's my military? This one. Army tradition is at 50. Nice. Okay, sweet. So we're actually getting up there to decent values. It does decay with time, but fighting in wars and taking sieges and losing battles, especially. Oh, we got a claim. All right. So I might go fight East Frisia now, except he's being attacked by noble rebels. As a one province miner, rebels are the worst thing ever. Just, yeah, it's terrible. One province miner is a very tough thing to play as. Okay, so let's sail these guys over to here. Let's go. I'll try not to pause the game too much because that just means it takes longer for things to happen. And he's allied with Brunswick and Gelre, neither of which I don't think are really that much of an issue. Brunswick might be able to get access through Stade or Lunenburg or something. But if he does, I think Sweden or something will just kill him. So, yeah, he wants to be a vassal of mine. So I'm going to take Ostfriesland. Let's do it. No point calling anyone into these wars, because they might just siege the land and then peace themselves out, and that would be just a waste of time. Also, they don't want to be in these wars. Poland doesn't like me that much anymore. I should probably keep Poland happy. And Saxe-Lauenburg would be destabilized if he declared war? Interesting. I wonder why. I don't know. Maybe he's giving access or asking for access from them. Who knows? Anyway, let's do this war. I expect not to lose like hardly anybody. Brunswick and Gelre joined. Not too surprising. Maybe I should eat Gelre too. If I was to do that, I'd want Friesland as well. I don't know. For now, let's just drop off these dudes in East Frisia and hope for the best. And in the meantime, let's make this guy happy. So, am I married to you? I am. So let's just improve relations old-fashioned. Okay. Let's get this battle going. They're just rebels with a 3-1 general. In the beginning, shock is really all that matters because no one has fire. None of your yeah. So the way that these generals work is they have a fire pip and then shock and then it's maneuver followed by siege. Those are what those 4 values mean. So shock, you have 2 different phases, shock and fire, and they kind of go back and forth. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I want to press the pause button because lots of things are going on right now. Alright, so we cored Semigalia, that's good. I can now upgrade this tech. Do I want to do that? I don't really know. I might just hoard my points here. I can't think of a good reason to do anything right now with them. Right, yeah, so talking about pips for generals. Yeah, so siege pips increase the rate at which things get sieged. Oh, we're already at 10%. Oh, that's because we took over the siege from the other dudes. Nice! Okay, yeah, well that war's gonna end really quick. East Frisia is the war leader, which is kind of funny. Sweden is beating up Galray for us. Oh man, this is just such a unfair war. I feel really bad for these guys, but that's just the way it goes, I guess. Should I take Galray? How big is Galray? I have no claim on it, and it's size 6. That's gonna be like 120 admin points to core this place. I think I might just let it be. No point getting aggressive expansion for something I don't really need or want. At least Frizzy, that's only size 2. And we already won the war. Yeah, being a one province miners is very hard. You have to kind of expand or you get killed. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, so currently Norway is super happy with us. Oh, this is good, this is good. This means we can annex Norway. Unfortunately, we can't annex them while they're at war. And they're always at war when we're at war, so we just have to end this war and then we can annex them. And I think that's what we're going to do. It's going to cost us like a bajillion diplo points, but that's the way it goes. So we're going to pull that guy back from Norway, because he doesn't need to be there anymore. We're going to piece this guy out. I don't want anything from the other 2 dudes. Let's just eat Ostfriesland. And I can make him a vassal. That's just a waste of a relationship. Let's just take the thing. Yeah, so it ticks off pretty much all of Germany by about 10, 13, 12, somewhere in there. Which kind of is a pain. All of Germany, like all of this stuff, is all pretty much, they all consider themselves one group of people. So if you kill one of them, they all get mad. But I think it's okay. It's only a little bit. It's only one province, so. Alright, so we ate it. Pomerania has entered the military coalition. Okay. I'm not too scared of Pomerania either. He's only like 3 provinces, but I mean, it does kind of add up. Oh, and Crimea's going to war with Golden Horde again. That's poor Golden Horde. Okay, so let's eat this guy. Opinion of other subjects goes down. It'll be done in a long time from now. Does it tell me how much it's going to cost me? It doesn't. Well, it should. I guess it only tells you for vassals. Anyway, yeah, so it drains 15 diplo power per month, and it's going to be done in 21 months, so anyone who is a calculator, or some sort of computer, or some sort of good math person, unlike me, can definitely just figure out how much diplo points it's going to cost me in order to annex these guys, but I'm really excited for it. Once we annex these guys, we can definitely go to war with Scotland, we can definitely start, colonizing the New World, and get that going. Well, we can't see the New World, which is one issue, so we're going to have to get this quest for the New World idea, which comes after this colonial ventures idea. So once we get this idea, then we can get explorers, basically people who sit on boats and sail around and go, hey, look, new things. Why was England even at war with Savoy? How did it even happen? Oh, through his Brittany War, I guess. Brittany must be an ally with Savoy in order to protect himself against France. This is really weird. This is a weird move by England. I mean, sometimes I guess England attacks Brittany, but it's Brittany. I mean, it's not. It's a weird move by England, but not a bad move. I think it's kind of cool. And Tripoli's vassal of the Mamluks. So the Mamluks are kind of trying to strengthen themselves up, but nothing can stop the Ottomans. The Ottomans will eat everything. And now that the Ottomans took Constantinople, they get a bunch of extra base tax and they flip it over to Sunni automatically through some decision they can do. And there goes Armagnac, so France is still annexing all its dudes. Ostfriesland is part of my patrimony suite. Yeah, so I'm still coring Memel and Ostfriesland, and now we accept Prussian. Cool. Yeah, Danish Prussians are now acceptable. Brittany ceded Amor, and that was it. Okay, you got 99 wars scored just to take one province? That seems a bit excessive there, England. I don't know if you knew what he was doing, but he's an AI, so they never know what they're doing. Remove Oldenburg from the map. That's something I could actually do. Except he's part of the HRE and he's allied with Burgundy. Although he's also allied with the Hansa. This could be an easy way to get... who are you at war with? Oh, if you're busy, then maybe he won't join the war. I don't know. I think it's still too early for such things. I don't really want to tick off Northern Germany too much. Yeah. More heresy. Which one is it now? Holstein. Whatever. Holstein's actually a good province. I don't want to have heresy going on here, but I guess this is the way it goes. Yeah, I think we're just going to kind of ignore these guys, let them calm down, let them relax. My marriage ended. Aww. Someone died who was married to Saxe-Lauenburg, or they got divorced, but I mean, let's face it, it's 1460. No one gets divorced in 1460. Yeah, I don't, that concept was, Henry VIII hasn't even come around yet. Okay, Friesland got annexed by Munster. Munster's getting big. Munster is a monster. Monster! Yeah. So I am obviously the coolest person ever in the fact that I can come up with such terrible puns. Okay, Saxmar Lauenberg wants to marry me again. I'm down with that. That sounds good to me. So what is your revolt chance? Not very big. I might just pull my guys out and put them somewhere more useful. Or rather, I'm gonna pull my guys out of... No, I don't know. All my guys are fine where they are. Am I at my force limit? Good question, me. Let me answer that with a checking of the... Nope, I got 3 more guys I can do. I think I got a lot of infantry, not so many cavalry. Yeah. So I'll build like 2 cavalry and an infantry. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, but this eats into my manpower, doesn't it? Pause. Yeah, it does. So 1 sec. Yeah, okay, so let's cancel these dudes. Yeah, when I'm at, let's see, what's 28 divided by 4? It's like, what? I should know this stuff. 7? It's 7, yeah, okay, so when I'm at about 7,000 guys, then I'll start building these dudes, but not until then. So far, I need more of a backup army here. Alright, so Hesse... oh, wow, okay. So Munster got a coalition against himself by attacking all these dudes. So this is why you don't want to get too big of a coalition. Munster's got Brunswick, Hesse, Trier, and Galway all in coalition. None of those guys really matter that much, but, I mean, they kind of add up to be about the same size as Munster is. And now Munster has to fight them all off all at the same time, and he can't piece out anyone individually in this war. He's got to piece them all out at the same time because they're all a coalition. So as far as, you know, they're concerned fighting Munster, as far as Munster is concerned, they're all pretty much the same country when they're a coalition. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Okay. So that's my timer's gone off, so that's, I guess, the end of this episode. France and X4, there goes another vassal. Yeah, France is just consolidating his lands and becoming more of a recognizable looking France. This is the way things happen in this game. Yeah, so my timer's gone off, so I guess that's it for this episode. We've eaten up Ostfriesland, which I'm happy about. That's a lot of extra trade power, although it's in the wrong node. So we got 7% of a trade node we don't care about, but that means that there's fewer trader people pulling power out of us. Because if you have trade power in a node downstream from a node, so I guess the stream goes this way, and your stream goes this way, and it goes this way. If you have traders downstream from a node, then you get extra trade power in the nodes above it. So I'm preventing people from pulling trade downwards, I guess. Yeah, and there's one less merchant on the map that's getting extra trade power. So we're at 35% of this trade node. That's pretty good. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Anyway, I'm rambling. So that's it for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and may your future be bright and glorious. Goodbye.